Hey guys, I'm 5, and here's part 3 of my speed run. This part is going to be mostly focusing on traps, and how I use them. As you see, it's round 40, and I have only 4 shots left, so I have to use the traps. So, this is the general loop I like to run. Just around the map, you pull it in the stage, then you come up to the trap right above the spawn, and you pull that trap as well. As you see, it's quite safe at most parts, unless you go too fast like I did here. Then they'll start coming from the spawn back at you, which can be a problem. Yeah, pull that trap, and we're good. So we've already taken out 2 hordes. 2 hordes. Now we come back down here, they're all respawning in spawn. We're coming down to take out the 3rd horde. This is a pretty efficient way of taking out hordes. But here is the worst part of the game. The dumbest down I have got. Every other down was caused by a thunder gun fail. This one was caused by me trying something. As you see, I'm trying to sit behind the fire trap, and then I walk into it. Yeah, it didn't work. Well, you see why I was doing that was if you have the alleyway door closed, the only zombies that come from that direction are the ones from that window, and those zombies will run into the fire before they run into you. So you are invincible in that spot. Whereas with that door open, you are not. And then I went down. And then I wasted all my thunder gun getting out. So now I've got 4 bullets left and no jug. But I did get away, and no more spawning. So it did work out in the end, I guess. But I still wasted my last quick revive and tons of time. Not to mention the last of my thunder gun. So I have no safety gun, 4 useless bullets, and almost a full round to deal with. Yep. So as you see, I'm just doing the same thing again. Running my train here, except it's a lot more intense now that I know that I have no quick revive or safety gun. But since this place isn't that hard to run, I did manage. So, here comes the scariest part of the game, right here. Boom! What is that? Oh. Honestly, I thought I was dead. When that happened, there was no doubt in my mind. I was like, I am dead. It's over. It's a good try, but I'm dead. Somehow I made it out, though, so I'm glad for that. I truly am. Now I'm really scrambling, trying to beat this round. Try not to make it take forever, but actually get through it to get to dogs next round. I'm skipping through this part because it's just kind of a waste. It just takes time. Just running around pulling traps. And finally ends the round. Hits dogs. Whew. Got through that. So I decided to go get Speed Cola since it is very helpful. And might as well during dogs. Yeah, just skipping through all this. There's no reason watching in full speed. There we go. Now, everything's good. Except for no quick revive. Back to the regular strat. And you'll start to see how I have to manage my ammo between traps and thunder gun. I have 24 shots in the thunder gun, which can almost make it could almost make it to the next dogs, but just can't quite. So I'm basically mostly using thunder gun. Here I'm just trying to go to the Nova gas crawlers instead of letting them come to me, just to save a little bit of time, which works out pretty well. you see, just group up the first couple and get ready to group up the rest. Basically how you do it. I mean, I know I've been over this 100 times in the last video, but I really just don't know what more to say about it. It's not the most complicated train in the world. It's generally just circles and U's. You do get hit a lot while doing this, though. It's not one of those trains where you can just never get touched kind of thing. So it does make it less safe, especially when you do things like that. That's actually like the third time I've done that exact same thing. I just run too far in and then I got trapped in that wall. It's kind of just a stupid error. Good thing I've never had a thunder gun fail while this happened. But I'll also show you the third thunder gun fail I got somewhere in here. I'm pretty sure I put it in here. Anyways, let's skip on to 47. This is about 25 minutes after 42. And we'll really get into red screen. And we'll really get into the trap parts of the strategy and how it can truly effectively work. Like, honestly, I found this, and this may be, honestly, I believe this to be a solid high round strategy. You could always just recycle the thunder gun, use all your ammo here. It would be quite quick, quite safe. Or you could easily do rounds just using one thunder gun shot, then running the traps. One thunder gun shot, running the traps. And I'll show you how this works right after this group. It works perfectly. You'll see what I'm trying to say. So just note my points right now. 2,700. I had 2,700 points after I grouped up the horde. I'll empty out my entire AK. Obviously I could substitute this with any other gun, the MP40, the MPL, anything in the loop. But just for practical purposes, I used the AK since it was just right there. So I fully emptied it, and then I start sprinting all the way to do this loop. This part's very safe once the spawn is high enough. There should be none that spawn up these stairs anymore. Not like in 30, or not in like 43. You should not see anything. Maybe one coming from the front, because I went slightly fast. But never 3 on the stairs like on 43. The trap should be just running out by now. And a few Nova gas guys should be coming. And this is when you get ready to pull the fire trap. Now I pull it, and notice those points. 2,700. The exact same amount of points I had when I left. Of course I have to buy more ammo, but the thunder gun really, the way I was doing it here is I was taking 2 shots, then running the traps. And if you take 2 shots, that's the exact amount of cost you make the exact amount of cost of buying ammo. So actually you don't actually lose any money. You're not making money, but you're not losing. So if you point horror enough in the early rounds, you will never actually have to waste your time rounding up the horde and just shooting it for points, since you need them. The point whoring is part of the strategy. We'll skip over to 48 and show you the same thing, basically, and just how effective it can truly be. As you see, I only have 2,200 points, but I'll still be able to pull 3 traps every time. without losing points. I'm thinking about trying the strat again, but testing it to higher rounds. I really do think this is a 100+ strategy. I think I could make it to 100 using this exact strategy. And I used the horde counter on CODs, and I found out that if I shoot one thunder gun, run the traps, come back, shoot one thunder gun, run the traps, come back, I won't actually have to switch out the thunder gun until about round 85. Therefore, I'll only have to switch out the thunder gun at the very least 3 times if I'm trying to get to around 100. At most, I could do it up to like 6 or 7 times. There's no reason to do it any more than that, which would save tons of times, because this trap loot only takes about 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes to kill 3 hordes, plus killing another horde in 30 seconds, or maybe a little bit more because the spawn's a little weird back in the back corner. So it's a quite quick strat. It's quite safe, and I do think it could work to around 100. So look out for that. I'll hopefully be able to make it and be able to post that up. So I really do want around 100. I've been trying to get one for a while, but it has been working. I've been to 50+ on Moon 4 times now. Every time something goes wrong. Majority of the time it's just I screw up hacking, and hacking on Moon is just very frustrating for me. Some people can do it flawlessly every time. Me, I always end up screwing up. And when you let the Tunnel 6 excavator go down so that you block out the astronaut, if you ever screw up hacking, you have to get a new wave gun. Therefore, you have to go get the box. Therefore, you have to unhack the Tunnel 6. And then you have to deal with the astronaut. And that just makes around 100 so much harder if you're using anywhere but the biodome. I can't tell you how much I dislike the biodome. Oh my god, I hate the biodome. Anyways, back to this Kino game instead of my dislikes of Moon. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna play that map again. Truly, I'm gonna still play No Man's Land, but I'm done with Moon itself. So, right here, I'm thinking there's more to the wave. There really isn't. I kill it. It's time for 49. What I was doing was saving ammo for this. But, luckily, it is dogs. How lucky is that? It was dogs 45, so it should have been dogs on 50. But it's Kino, so sometimes you get it in 4 rounds. Right now, I'm just so happy. You see me clapping before. You see me spraying around in circles. Now I'm just trying to do this. I have so much ammo, so I'm just trying to do this round as fast as I can. Since I know this is the final round. Once I do this, that's my time. And there we go, max ammo. We did it. Round 50. Round 50 in the alleyway on Kino. As you'll see, it's an hour 49 and about how many seconds? About 25, you say? Maybe 26, 27? I'm not quite sure how you should count it. Once you see the 50 or once it's fully red. I'm not sure what the official wording is on it. But let's skip ahead to the suicide. After this, I was very happy. So, I decided to throw all my monkeys in the fire trap. Get all the zombies in the fire trap. And turn it on. I thought that'd be a fun way to die. Roast them all and dolphin dive. There we go. Game over. Thanks for watching.